We've come to Elizabeth Quay in Perth by train, and we're going to go to Kings Park. And this is the railway station just below us. We come up this covered walkway into the bus station, and I say up because the bus station is on the first floor. The buses are down below, and each platform has an escalator going down. The influence of the British monarchy, of course, is well known in Australia, and the fact that this is Elizabeth Quay in the first place is a bit of a clue, and the fact that one of the bus routes goes to the QE2 Medical Centre might be another. There's a bus from here to Kings Park, and that's where our tour begins, although we actually walked up a fairly shallow road. As you can see from the views across the Swan River, the park is actually quite high up. There's a quick way up here using a staircase, which, let's face it, we're getting on a bit now. We didn't particularly want to use, so we came up the shallow way. But whichever way you come up, once you get here, the views are tremendous, and right through the whole visit to Kings Park, you're reminded of those views because you can see them from wherever you are. Now, a third of Kings Park is just normal park, just like you can see here. It's got the usual gift shops, tourist attractions, cafes and restaurants, and speaking of which, we need to start by having some lunch, so we picked some fish and chips. You're still allowed to eat fish and chips out of newspaper here, albeit that it's a specially printed newspaper, not just any old run-of-the-mill stuff. It's a tourist newspaper. The other 2/3 of the park is devoted to the Botanic Gardens, and we spend a lot of time there ourselves. There's quite a history here with quite a range of Western Australia's flora and fauna, and of course the views continuously of the city skyline and the Swan River below. Lots of areas for the children to play here. There's a lot of Aboriginal cultural experiences that you can join in with. Lots of play areas, there's plenty of water, there's over 70 bird species here, and to sum things up, you need a whole day here to take full advantage of it. The boab tree is a 760-year-old specimen which came from the Kimberley region of Western Australia. A large part of the Botanic Gardens are taken up with a treetop walk where you'll be able to see a kind of bird's eye view of the whole area. There's plaques along the way which give you information about what you're looking at and the type of fauna, which regions of the country it's from, and also you'll find out a little about Aboriginal and European history. There are various events taking place throughout the year, so it depends what time you visit Kings Park as to what you will see. But there are memorials that are here, of course, all year round. There's a statue of John Forrest, the first Premier of Western Australia, Pioneer Women's Memorial, the 10th Light Horse Memorial, Queen Victoria's statue, and a floral clock. So that's our visit to Kings Park in Perth, Western Australia.